Hello and welcome back to my channel Watch, Read, Listen Club. Now, today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend 10, 12 books that have really helped me in my spoken English as well as in writing. And I think it'll help you too. These are definitely not the quintessential one, neither they are an exhaustive list, but these have really helped me and I think it might help you too. These books, I think, helps me in kind of improving my vocabulary, helping me structure my sentence a bit better, and in general, framing a argument while writing as well as when speaking. So do check out if these books feel interesting, save them, and drop down a comment if you think that there are other books that have helped you in your building your vocabulary or general English speaking. Okay, let's start with this one. Bill Bryson. He has written so many books that are extremely popular but really well written. Brief History of Nearly Everything. Then there is a Shakespeare biography. Then Body, a Guide for the Occupant. I think he writes biography, but in a very interesting manner. Like you can't imagine a biography of your own body and understanding the anatomy of it. The one that I'm recommending today is Mother Tongue. He has written a kind of a biography on English language, how it evolved, what are the source of words, interesting facts about the language. I particularly don't think that it is such a good guide to speaking and writing, but it's really fascinating to understand how the words came about and what is the root behind a specific word, understand the language, how it evolved, where it came from, and that's where you know what are some words that you speak in day to day and how that has evolved and come about. And I think it kind of makes you go into the rabbit hole and understand the language a bit better. So I think that is a fun, interesting one to read, and you should definitely start with it because Bill Bryson writes really interesting prose, and the content is always engaging. So that is a must read, I think. Okay, so the next one is really interesting. Hear me out. I love reading quotes in general in Instagram while doom scrolling. Wherever I get those quotes, I enjoy reading that. There are several books on quotes, but I think none of them do justice to it because it's out of nowhere, out of context. But there is one particular book that I really enjoyed. It's Geary's Guide to the World's Greatest Aphorists. Now, I was confused between what's a quote and what's aphorism, but here's what Google gave me. A quote is an exact excerpt spoken or written by someone, while an aphorism is a specific type of concise statement that reveals a universal truth or philosophical observation about life. Now, quote generally without context doesn't make sense, but aphorisms are particularly written in that it encompasses everything that it has to say within the one line or like a sentence. So in this book, the author what he does is he gives this lists of aphorists who have written in the past. He gives a biography of them, explain how they lived, what are their achievements, so like a general short concise biography of their life, and then gives like these 8 to 10 best aphorisms that they have written or spoken. And it's really interesting because you get to know the person, the author behind, and then you read their work. And sometimes some aphorisms connect with you directly, and sometimes you feel you can just skip them. But it's really interesting because that's where you see the structuring of language and how from like a 16th century poet writes to the modern author, you see the whole range within one book. That's, I think, a good bedtime read. You read one author, their 8 aphorisms, and then go for the next one next night. Okay, so the next one is The Elements of Eloquence, How to Turn the Perfect English Phrase. It's written by Mark Forsyth, and I think he writes extremely well. And he writes even better when he's trying to explain how to write. What his premise for the book is that it's not something that you're born with. you can hone that skill. Shakespeare didn't become Shakespeare with just being born with that talent, but he had to write bad prose and poetry and play, and then when he kind of perfected that skill, that's when he became the genius that he is. I think his writing style is very similar to Stephen Fry. Like he makes you enjoy the writing as he takes you on the journey, and it this particular book explains the elements of rhetoric and helping you to use them in speeches, write-ups, anything that you're writing or speaking. This one is really helpful, and it breaks down different form of rhetorics. Like there are different rhetorics that you'll understand after reading this. Maybe alliteration, hyperbole, litotes, polyptoton, then there is hyperbaton, plason, periodic sentences. These are really complicated words to hear, but I think when you read it, you understand how they are so popular and how you can use them in your day-to-day English. Okay, so the next one that I'm going to recommend are really kind of a reference book or academic book that have helped me understand grammar better, and these are for anybody who is learning English for the first time, or you are a student who is trying to get more into reading or writing. The first one is English for Everyone, that's published by DK. It covers mostly all the topics that there is to learn. So I think there is another one that's a collection of books, Everything You Need to Ace English Language Arts in One Big Fat Book, The Complete Middle School Guide. Now this is definitely for like children who are in 8th or 10th grade, but it's very interesting to learn it for the first time to understand the basics of these things. And this collection has like different books. One is on physics, chemistry, biology. This one's on English, and a really fun read, as well as something that you could kind of use it as an academic book to understand the nuance of the language. So lastly, what I would say is these are my books. I know I have been rambling about them, didn't give much premise on them. There's only summary about it, but you should definitely check out. These are my recommendations. These have really helped me in kind of forming sentences. I'm still learning from them. I'm still reading different books, different kinds of books from across the world, and these are the favorite ones of mine, and I think you'll enjoy too. Definitely check them out. I'll end with these three things. If you have any book that you would like to recommend which has helped you in learning English, drop down the comment. Subscribe this channel. It's a new one, but I'm gonna post anything and everything about movies, books, and music. And if you enjoy these things, this channel is definitely for you. And third thing, please drop a like, share it with your friends, drop a comment. Any kind of engagement helps. This is a small channel, and without your support, I'll not be able to grow. So I'll come again with a movie, a book, or a music in my next video, so stay tuned. Thank you.